So I'd like to thank the Pentagon and the staff there. This is a piece of the Pentagon wall from 9/11, little charred piece of limestone that they donated to us, and we get to keep it for a long time. So it'll be here for everybody to see. On my left here we have the Moran family gave us the firefighter helmet of his brother who died in the South Tower on 9/11. And I think it's very special. When he traveled around to the different firefighting stations, he always took this helmet, and he kept this helmet even though it was badly worn. He took it with him out of pride.
Aye, aye, sir.
These are summer whites and it's hot, 90 degrees, I don't know.
So were you see the body? Very cool.
Well, today we unveiled a piece of the Pentagon, which was sent to us by them. It's going to be a permanent display here at the museum. We also have the 9/11 steel from one of the towers, and we were scrolling the names today of all the people that were killed on that day. And it's very special to us because it is a piece of history, but it's a piece of our history too. That was a catalyst that drove a 20-year war that just ended this August. So, changed guys' careers, including mine, and other guys, and their lives, and or ended lives of many of the guys that we knew that they died. They made the ultimate sacrifice. So it is very special to everybody in the military, not just here at the SEAL Museum.
And support this exhibit today?
Well, this is the first time we did this, the 20th anniversary. We didn't know how popular or how many people would show up. So we were thinking anywhere from 20 to 200, we didn't know. And it was awesome to see that many patriots show up and want to take a beautiful day in Florida and come into a museum and be a part of this. It means a lot, and it means that we still have some great people out in this community, in this country, that support the military, but more importantly want to remember these special occasions and never forget what happened that day. We have Boys and Girls Clubs, we have Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and Sea Cadets, and a lot of them don't know what 9/11 was, believe it or not. So I don't know if they're not covering that in the history in school anymore. They don't think it's that important, but it is amazing. So I think we need to display that. I think we need to bring that education to the children of this country, and to never forget. And it's on the parents to make sure that they pass that down. And then the children can pick up that torch and move on, And then the other thing is, they always say, if you don't pay attention to history, you're doomed to repeat it, right? Well, Pearl Harbor happened. We knew there was some stuff going on with the terrorists. Didn't know what, didn't know they could pull something like this off. But, you know, it happened, and it can happen again.
Okay, so I was a quarter mile of the hill up the hill from the Pentagon on 9/11. I worked on the Pentagon lawn for almost 12 hours on the day, and so I saw the initial response on the Pentagon crash site. And so honored to be a part of this ceremony today because it's 20 years later. We should never forget what happened. This is the second Pearl Harbor, essentially attack on the U.S. soil, and I'm almost as awed as I was at the first response on that day is the community support. I'm just looking at people taking time out, coming to remember the fallen, remember the heroism, remember the horror, and hopefully this will never happen again. So it's got a piece of the Pentagon wall in there, which is significant. And that was donated by the Pentagon and some very helpful and friendly people. So we got a piece of the steel from the 9/11 towers, and they've got a projector that projects the names of the fallen. Again, keeping it with the theme of remembering the fallen. It has a firefighter's gear. That was actually one of the first responders who lost his life on the day in New York City. And again, that was not just a military effort. Primarily, it was a firefighter and first responder, police, paramedic effort. So we got to keep in mind everybody that played a role in that day. And the exhibit here does a really good job of summing that up in a nice little picture and as a piece of an important piece of SEAL history. Because this is the first time we've been attacked on our soil since 1941, and the possibility exists that it can happen again. America should be confident that we're there to respond. We have people that are trained and they volunteer, they sign up to do this. We can't be around forever. We're both retired, so we need young people to step up behind us. So hopefully we set the example. There are others previously, as you see in the museum, from World War II era, Korean War era, Vietnam era. They all stepped up, they set the stage, they set the standard of excellence for the rest of us. Hopefully Grant and I maintained that, and now it's time to pass it. So there's good work out there. It needs to be done. America has to remain vigilant, and it takes people willing to go above and beyond to keep carrying the torch after we're gone.